Let's go around the world, just you and me, we can see it all. Let's go and live our dream, just you and me.
Well, hello again.
Hey guys, hope you all are doing well. As you can see, we're filming from inside the RV, mainly because it's like really, really rainy where we're at.
But stay tuned for where we're at.
Yeah. But anyway, so we unfortunately had to say our goodbyes to our daughter in Ocala. So it was a very sad moment. But
Yeah.
we got to go out to eat with her and Matt the night before we left and everything. And it was a sad goodbye to Ocala too, just because we gotten accustomed to being there and everything. But quite honestly, I'm very happy to be out of Florida right now. Just It's very crowded right now.
It
It's just not, I mean, you know, I'm a mountain girl. So, well, and with that said, we are back in the mountains. But we're not in the mountains like where we live. Like we're in the mountains in North Georgia. So,
matter of fact, our RV is sitting at the Vogel State Park in Blairsville, Georgia. So.
Which Vogel State Park is at the base of Blood Mountain in Georgia, which is the second highest mountain, I believe, in Georgia. But Blood Mountain is also popular because the Appalachian Trail goes over it, which if y'all know, we love the AT. So what's happened is we initially were looking into wanting to do some security work. Like we got all of our clearance. We got, I mean, we have everything set up. And our certificates.
And we probably will, but we just felt like the timing just wasn't quite right.
Yeah, because
we discussed that on the last video as far as, you know, the drives and the logistics.
Yeah, that we weren't really sure about it, and the more we looked into it, it just was kind of not the time to do it because we only have until the end of March before we need to leave for Maine. And so our thoughts were we would have, when we found out where we were going to be having to go to for the job in Texas, it was going to be San Antonio, which is like the southwest of Texas. And that's 1,100 miles from where we were. And then it would be like over 2,000 miles back up to Maine. Yeah. And our thoughts on that was we didn't want to have to, you know, put pressure on that. And plus they didn't have us a definite assignment. Yeah. It almost was like we were going to be like somebody that we were just going to come in and like do relief for couples that were there and that needed time off. So we weren't going to have like a full like knowing assignment. So that said, we were like, we don't feel like right now is the time for that because of everything in put together, and that we would be much better off doing something else. Yeah. And, you know, so that's how it came about us looking for other stuff.
Yeah, because back when we were staying, I can't remember which time it was, we were at Skidaway. I just kind of, you know, tested waters to see if they need any help in any of the Georgia state parks and Florida state parks. We were just kind of fishing around trying to figure out what was going on, what was out there. And out of the blue, I got a message from someone asking if I would be interested in being a camp host. Well, at first she said it was for Amicalola.
Amicalola.
I know I remember that every time. State park. I said, well, that's great, you know. But then, you know, got to talking to her, and so to be a volunteer, first thing you have to do is you have to pay $15 a piece to become I guess it's for become a volunteer. I guess that's the for a permit. I'm not sure how you word that, but
yeah, it's basically I don't know. I don't know. It's like a $15 each should be like a guaranteed thing for like where once you sign up for that, then you're eligible to volunteer at any of the state parks in Georgia, which that's fantastic to us because we absolutely love the state of Georgia. I mean,
and so, you know, after talking to her, you know, she said, we'll do your pay your $15, we'll do your background check. Then you can just go online and you can apply for it if you want to. Now, when she asked me if we'd ever hosted before, I said, well, no, we haven't. She said, well, that's not a problem. She said, but we, well, I think she should require that first timers work at least a 2-month minimum, just so they'll get used to the routines and all that. So I think we'll be here a little over 2 months. So that was fine. But once we do that, we'll kind of be established. So we can kind of go wherever we want to. Like if we want, like next year, if we want to do something. But anyway, what we're doing right now is actually called a cabin host. So we'll be kind of helping get the cabins flipped and ready for the next stage, just kind of helping out there and just, make sure everything's ready for the next customers.
Right. And so basically how it works though is like, it's like a work for stay. So if there's any hikers out there listening, so it's like a work for stay. We give 24 hours. They give us a site, which is with full hookups. Yeah. Full hookups, for those that don't know, would be, we get water, power, and sewer. So, and a site. And usually the sites are very nice, and they're located usually around centralized. Yeah. So like here, most of the host sites are located around the bathhouses and the which have bathhouses and laundry, and also the dumpsters and stuff like that for your trash. Yeah. Which is a extreme convenience.
Yeah, which is really great. And and maybe we can give you a better tour once it stops torrential downpouring, which is done since the day we stepped foot here. Yeah. About 30 hours ago, I think.
Yeah, but I don't care. I don't care. It's so gorgeous. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. The drive here was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it was just great. Yeah.
But the other thing that caught my attention was doing this is it's 4 days on, 4 days off. So that really intrigued me to have the 4 consecutive days off to be able to do what we want to do. If we want to go out and explore, if we want to, there might be a trail or two to hike, Maybe.
There's a lot of hiking. That's what, that's one of the biggest things that attracted us the most, is that the bug has hit us, and it always hits me every year, all the time, actually. But anyway, so that's our plan on that part. But we are extremely excited to be here and absolutely thrilled to be able to do this. We feel like everything fell in our lap. We feel so blessed. I mean, honestly, it's just amazing because it's the thing that's right up our alley and close and dear to our heart that we were talking about in the last video. Yeah. But on the way here, we did come into some obstacles.
So if anybody's not familiar with the RV world, there's different types of memberships you can get, and one of them is called Harvest Hosts. And it's really just a membership that gives you a lot of places around the area that, for your membership, you can stay for free. A lot of places. There's I think we've discussed it before. It's like, it can be breweries, wineries, it can be museums, restaurants, farms, different types of places. Now, if you just want to go in and just stay for the night and not have any hookups, it's free of charge for the first night. But some do offer full hookups, and something new they've started doing is some campgrounds have started doing the same thing, but they offer like 25% off. So anyway, I decided, I looked about halfway point, found a place to stay, and
it was bad.
Yeah, when we got there, it's kind of undesirable, and for several different reasons,
and I mean, honestly, it's like we saw it from the highway, and I said, "Oh no!" But when we got there and we pulled in, like, you need to look for a lot of things as an RVer. You want to make sure that you're hooking up your rig to something that's safe. You don't want to just go and just start hooking it up, and you just have to be careful about where you take it. You got to think that is your home, especially if you're travel, and it literally is our home. So when we got there, he went in the office and came out, and the office itself was dilapidated. And so when we rode around the actual campground,
it just didn't look well taken care of. I mean, that's, I guess.
Yeah, the actual power, where you plug in for the power, some of the boxes and stuff were leaning over,
or damaged,
parts of them missing. I mean, it was just a mess. Nothing, absolutely nothing against Harvest Host, because Harvest Host is not like that normally. We're not even exactly sure how they stay on the Harvest Host list. I mean, to be honest, I don't know. But that said, we would definitely give Harvest Host another try for sure. That does, we don't feel like that.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe we'll be able to give it a try in a few places on a trek to Maine.
Yeah,
we'll be so far.
But we did get fortunate because only 6 miles down the road was a really nice RV park. The name of it was Fair Harbor, and it was in Perry, Georgia. Yeah. And it was near the fairgrounds, the big fairgrounds in Georgia. It was absolutely wonderful. It was great. It was back in the woods. It had a nice little lake. It had farm animals. It had pickleball courts. It had a lot of options, but we were there for about 14 hours tops, and so anyway, we stayed there that night. Very, very fortunate to have that, and got up and left the next morning and drove through Atlanta.
Yeah, we were just trying. We were hoping to beat the rain.
Yeah,
at least the whole way, but at least through Atlanta, which we did beat it through Atlanta, but about an hour and a half from Vogel was when it let loose a little bit and started raining.
Yeah.
So it was a little kind of miserable. So we kind of took our time to get here. And luckily, the fogs didn't really get that foggy till we got set up.
Yeah, once we got here and everything, the drive up was absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if you guys any of you have ever driven from Atlanta up through Blue Ridge and all that, you know, to Blairsville, and it's just beautiful. And some of the fog, you know, would lift and you could see some of the mountains, and it was it was so great to be back in the mountains. Excuse me, but anyway, we got to Vogel, and it had been just raining horrifically, which doesn't bother us normally, but I mean, there was not a dry inch on us. I felt like we had just got through backpacking up Kelly Knob again from back when we did that on the AT. Yeah. But it was crazy, but it was torrential. And anyway, we got set up, and it's just a beautiful little spot you'll see in the video. And just can't ask for a better place to stay, honestly. But just really excited to be here. Like we said, I mean, it has rained and rained and rained and then some, but we don't care. It's just been so nice. And then today we did get to go and visit Neil Gap mountain crossings, go up to the Outfitter and everything, which, you know, is always just great because, you know, the Appalachian Trail goes right through there, and just a lot of good memories we have there for many years, many times going there and everything. And then we were able to get some pictures of and videos of the creeks, needless to say, are flowing hard today. So, but they're so beautiful, and we got to see beautiful waterfalls. Yeah. Oh my goodness, the waterfall was gorgeous. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be it. I think it'll be a great couple of months. You know, especially being able to hike and get back in hiking shape and just enjoying it and everything. But we do have some things in works outside of that, you know.
We'll always have more to come.
Yeah. So hopefully, while we're here, we'll be able to do. So there's a few other things we might be able to do while we're here, and everything. So we'll see. But yeah, we just wanted to let you guys know and keep you guys informed and everything. So we'll definitely let you know when something changes.
So stay tuned and please like,
share, and subscribe. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
See ya.
Later.
I like your chair.
Thanks. Ooh, I like the golf club chair too.
Yeah, the chairs are also awful cool. Look at the table.
Get on top of the surf, out come surfing.
Made it to our home away from home. This is it for the next few months. This is where we're staying. Look at all the trees and the woods. It's so beautiful. The air smells so good, crisp and clean. We've seen a black cat every single place we've gone and stayed. Like, seriously. I think it's a good thing. Some would say it's not.